Hey friends, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Getting Good with Money by Tiffany Aliche. This is one of my favorite books on managing money. Tiffany the Budgetnista Aliche is an award-winning teacher of financial education and is quickly becoming America's favorite personal financial educator. I would like to start with a quote from Tiffany. It goes, "There is a magic about money. When money is not planned for, tracked and kept record of, it literally disappears like magic." Now, getting good with money is about managing money. It's about how to manage and track the money you've earned. The key to being wealthy is having a good money management system. You need to keep track of where every penny is coming from and going. But how do you start the process? To answer the question, let's look at some of the big ideas in the book. The big ideas are knowing your current financial health, controlling your expenses, separating your accounts, having a good money management system, and improving your credit score. Let's start with knowing your current financial health. To enable you ascertain your current financial health, you need to generate two types of lists: a money in list and a money out list. The money in list comprises of all your expected income, including monthly salary, side hustles, and any income that comes into your life. And yes, it includes all unexpected money. The money out list comprises all of your expenses, including utilities, subscriptions, grocery, and that's basically anything and everything that comes out of your income. It's now time to add and subtract. You want to add up all the items in the money in list and subtract from the money out list. The figure you get, positive or negative, is your current financial health. The next big idea is controlling your expenses. It's time to take control. You want to categorize your expenses into the following: bills, which is rent, mortgage, insurance, etc. Utility bills, which is your phone bills, your water bills, and electricity. And finally, everything else, which we'll put under cash expenses. Now, if your bills and utilities are high, then you have an "I don't make enough money" issue. If your cash expenses are higher, then you have a spending too much money issue. The level of control on your expenses moves from high to low, from your bills to cash expenses. If you want to cut back, you want to cut back starting with your cash expenses. The next big idea is separating your accounts. Every dollar you earn must have a meaningful purpose. You must have 5 separate accounts to manage your money. These are 2 checking or current accounts, 2 savings, and a cash account. These will be your deposit, bills account, emergency fund account, long-term savings, and cash accounts. You want all your money coming into your deposit account, and transfers are made from the deposit account into all the other accounts. Let's look at an example of a money management system you can adopt. So this is how you start. You want to prepare your budget before the month starts. Transfer all income into the deposit account. Transfer monthly savings to a long-term savings account. Monthly emergency savings into your emergency fund account. All bills and payments are transferred to the bills account. Monthly expenses and allowances are transferred into the cash account. There should be nothing left in your deposit account after the process is finished. You must build an emergency fund account of about 3 to 12 months, depending on the uncertainty surrounding your employment. And remember, all unexpected money is directly deposited into a long-term savings account. Finally, let's talk about improving your credit score. To start, let's find out what we mean by a credit score. Your credit score isn't a grade on how well you manage your money. It is a score that reflects how well you use other people's money. A higher credit score means that you are considered a lower risk borrower who is likely to repay debt. A low credit score means that you are a higher risk borrower who may not be able to repay debt. Next, who are the main players involved in your credit rating? There are 3 main players involved. These are your credit report, your credit score, and the credit bureaus. Your credit report is the history of all your transactions you have engaged in. Your credit score is your score over a period. The credit bureaus are the people who collect information about you. The information is to generate your transaction history and records. How do you improve your credit score? Here are the steps to follow. Set up a credit card for this sole purpose. Put a small monthly debit such as a Netflix or Apple News subscription on it. Set up a direct debit to pay it off before or at the due date, but not before the statement date. Why? We want the credit bureau to know about it. Make sure to automate the process and leave your credit score to build within 6 to 12 months. Simply put, automate the payment of a small monthly debt on your credit card and be patient. So, what's the impact this book has made on my life? Getting good with money has made me, quite good with money. No pun intended. The separation of accounts and giving every penny a meaningful purpose was groundbreaking to me. Seeing money in that way has improved my finances in so many ways. There are so many practical insights we can derive from this wonderful book. These include knowing everything about your money, tracking it daily, and using apps such as Mint, Plum, and Money Manager on iPhone and Android to help with the process. To wrap up, develop a money management system to track your money. It is the only way to build wealth and financial reserves. If you found this podcast helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to hear more episodes, hit the subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified when new content like this comes up. Lastly, if there are any books you would like me to discuss, leave a comment down below. This is how I choose the books to discuss on this channel. Thanks everyone. Have a lovely day.